Hey guys, this is Julie, Jada Trading Strategies. Want to take a look at volatility threshold in the Jats PT indicator. Um, has been pretty instrumental in um, the method for the trading strategies and why we've all struggled this past month so greatly. Most all of April and May have been the pits for the trading community, and there's been a lot of people complaining on FinTwit, and I agree completely. I have been here with you the whole time, and it has destroyed my trading too over the past couple of weeks and months, couple of months. And it's this low volatility. It's just annihilating us because you can't get a position going. Um, all of your executions will hit walls and flatten out. We had just stacked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 days right here, sitting there trying to get through these levels, and it just would not break. Um, Getting a little bit of a perhaps effort to try to climb above this, but we could literally see more continued downward um, pressure because they have not cleared these stops yet. Um, so whether they're able to come in and clear these stops or not is to be seen. So just wait for the vol. Trade what is in front of you, not what you want it to be. You can't force volatility above a volatility level if it's not there, right? And that's what I am finding out. Once the range starts flattening out, it's best to just sit on your hands unless you can strategically know how many points you're looking for, and you can come in on the support resistance areas in a range situation. And that's why Jats PT works so well um, because if it's not in a situation where you've got some volatility expectations and can trade that directionally, long or short, you need to switch over to that range trading mode and then try to pick up your points for your strategy off of these levels without going and getting a stop out. And most all of these worked. Here was a breakout, but if it's inside of a range, you're going to just sit inside and oscillate also. If it's inside the higher time frame daily for standard deviation bell curve. If it's inside the one, then all of the lower time frames will spend most of their time in their corresponding ones. This is a 60-minute range. And so you can trade a 60-minute range inside of a daily range. So let me put the daily on top of it so we can see it. So I can use the daily opened and close. Alright, so here you can see that you've got your daily range controlling the 60-minute range. And there we go. So you can set the JATS PT indicator to signal you when volatility has picked up. So when it's greater than 2 threshold for the JATS PT, may signal that there is a range expansion opportunity. If you do not get that signal that you're above the second volatility threshold, then you know for a fact that you're inside the one. Do you see what I'm saying? You're below the one, below the two, inside the one. You're below the two, inside the one. Let's spit it out. Okay, so you're in a low volatility zone, and the market spends most of the time doing that. So this is where the range trading touch trades work so well. And when you're above the second volatility jacks, that's when you can get your range expansion and you can try to trade for these lower PT targets. Target reached, target reached, target reached, profit target, profit target, profit target. And come to, your higher time frames. Otherwise, stay inside. Stay inside and try not to get chewed up, especially when the volatility is so low that you need a mirror just to check to see if it's still on. Did my data go out? Look, it's just flat, 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 flat. Flat, or it breaks the ranges. That's, another thing I wanted to mention to you. Um, when you're in a prolonged flat, flat, flat world, flat world, flat world, flat world, it messes with your ranges, right? So when it blows the ranges, you blow through all of your settings. You need to start using multiples of your ranges quickly to compensate. Ordinarily when you get this huge, 10-time ATR bar or something, it will consolidate inside of it. This one just took off like a rocket, which is kind of rare. But the market did come back and fill it. It is nice to know that you have the JATS indicator to measure that expansion, and you can follow the slope up to your outer targets. That's exactly what you want to achieve when you see a threshold value at 5. You're going to look up and see on your chart that you're at a higher range value. Capiche? And then when it starts rolling back over, that downside short ball, see if you just want shorts, um, rolling over. But you can, trade just long or short, and according to, whatever strategy, you've put in here to trade, obviously inside your distributions. I like using the vol threshold levels, and I'll talk to you about that and some in training this week, as well as show you the standard deviation market analyzer that I'm working on. So I'm taking the standard deviation if you're inside the one. I'll show you that you're inside the one, but if you're outside of it, giving you that range expansion opportunity that we all like trading, especially, if you want to get a trade plan for the session and try to hit these lower levels, target reached. Um, give you some profit targets to trade to. This is when you would want to see that on your screen that the PT indicator is going long, the oscillator, and sloping up, and your threshold is rising. So you're breaking past your twos, threes, fours, fives, and that range goes down, 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 or up, up, up. You can go long or short on high vol on range expansion. You just need to trade them both. That's what we like to do, right? Right here, up and down. Just know that you're not in the middle anymore. And I love this. This is your 2 times outside the 60-minute range. So you can set the PT indicator to show the fibs at 2 times below. So I've got it going from 0.68 to one time to two time, right? 68%, 1%, 2% of that range. And it precisely went to the level um, right here for the flush. And then it flattened out on the ones, on the daily ones. And we couldn't get through the daily ones, they were pinned all day. Tried it several times, got so frustrated, but they pinned it good. All right. And we were below the two, right? Came cascading back in. So when you see that volatility slope just falling off the cliff like that, you can't break those ranges. You have to have higher vol to break these outside ranges. And even then, you might run into the pins like right here. And 2% of that 60-minute range came down and tagged it. Oops. And that was Friday morning. Right there. That's so cool. All right. That's all I have for you. Oh, no, I don't. I'm sorry. I want to talk about the tick chart real quick. So come to the website, get the Earn to Trade special. Just click on the icon. That'll bring you over here to the TCP 50 on special this month, and just walk your way into a funded account through a process. They give you a recipe for success to get a funded account, meet their profit goal, don't hit the end of day drawdown, which I like to do, or get tagged by the daily loss limit. I've had a couple of those. Follow the progression ladder. In fact, one or two of these I have violated also by having too many contracts on. But you do get a free reset when rebuild for this, and there is a monthly subscription. Um, so you have plenty of time. If you don't make it in 15 days, you can take 30 days or 45. But have a plan. You have a profit goal of 3,000. Um, I'm shooting for a different one. I have the Gauntlet Mini, and I have a challenge going for the 200,000 account with a profit goal of 11,000 in 15 days. So I can't use all 16 contracts at one time. I wish I could. They start you out with a set number that you're limited to at the beginning, but as soon as you hit, it's a pretty low profit. Once you get about 1,500 in profit, they'll kick you up a few contracts. So, and then it goes up quickly. Know what your profit goals are. I think that helps visualize it. So I'm trying to get between 750 a day um, or higher. So I would like to get as close to 750 a day as possible. No more than 3,000 a day will keep me in line. So you can't make any more than 30% of your overall profit goal in any one setting. So as long as I keep it between 750 and 3,000. And once I'm able to do that on a consistent basis, have a plan to come in, um, how many ticks will that take to get me there? Well, it's going to take um, you know, two trades of 5 points on the NQ. So two trades on the NQ, or two 5 pointers, or one 4 point on the ES. So I can get one 4 point trade. right there. Um, so, excuse me, 8 points. I'm sorry, four, yeah, 4 points, 4 points, yeah. So go back and look at my overall profit goals. Once I'm able to do that, then I can just add more position size to it. So I'm going to be limiting myself to, I think 16 contracts overall. So once I get this up to 16 contracts, right? I'll build this spreadsheet out. Um, I'll have a vision of where I can get algorithmically with this, um, and run that algo to get that specific, you know, 5 points or 4 points, and how to do it when I approach the market, on a daily basis. So that's when you use, the ranges, either getting in at your levels, because there's no better levels than the Jats PT on many time frames, um, and or going for that range breakout trend condition, when the volatility is higher, or when you're in a trending state. So come in and get your specific points every day, and then um, um, have that algo uh, trading in like a cloud environment, making you money while you enjoy golf or um, shopping or whatever you do. All right, guys, we'll talk to you soon. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will let you know how the algo does starting tomorrow. Thank you. Bye bye.